Good evening. Welcome back to Roslyn Court. My name is Maureen Butler, and this evening we have Naomi Bedford and Paul Simmonds. Yay! It's going to be good. And everybody in here is in the raffle. If you at home, if you donate, please donate, then you'll be put in for the raffle. But also, if you do the chat, say something on the chat, then I'll put you in the raffle as well. And what will you win? You will win one of their CDs, right? Or a Who Gives a Crap emergency toilet roll, which is wonderful. Oh, we have a flask. Yeah, that's good. Hey! Okay. Right, I'm going to sing you a song, and then we're going to get on with it. So you at home, you can go and put the kettle on now and, go to the loo, all those sorts of things. This is a Joni Mitchell song, and it's called Same Situation. Again, the same situation for so many years, tethered to a ringing telephone in a room full of mirrors, a pretty girl in your bathroom checking out her sex appeal. I asked myself when you said you loved me, do you think this can be real? But I send up my prayer, wondering where it had to go. With a handful of astronauts on the road, on death row, with the millions of lost and lonely ones, I've wondered when we'll be found, caught in a struggle for higher positions, and their search for love, it sticks around. You've had lots of lovely women, now you turn your gaze on me, weighing the beauty and imperfection to see if I'm worthy. Like a judge, like a cop, like a mother, you want me to be truthful. Sometimes you turn it on me like a weapon, though, and I need your approval. Still I send out my prayer, wondering who's there to hear. I say, send me somebody who's strong and somewhat sincere, with lots of lonely ones who I cry out to be released. Caught in my struggle for higher achievement and my search for love, it don't seem to cease. Okay, can we please welcome onto the stage Naomi Bedford and Paul Simmonds? Yay!
Thanks very much, Morag. Welcome. I much prefer this place to the Winter Gardens, I must say. It's far better.
What an amazing voice you have, Morag. That was really spellbinding. Beautiful.
Well, hopefully we'll tell a few tales as we go through tonight and make this more like a kind of house concert, which is, I suppose, is actually what it is, isn't it? Anyway, the first song we'd like to do is called The Rebel Soldier.
just for your sake alone. Left my country and I left my home. Left my mother to weep and mourn. I'm a rebel soldier far from home. They've shot a musket and a cannon's loud. There's a mangled body with a blanket for his shroud. There's a mangled body on the field alone. I'm a rebel soldier far from home. Rebel soldier far from home. Rebel soldier far from home. Here's a cup of brandy and a glass of wine. You drink to your love, I'll drink to mine. Drink to your love and I'll weep and mourn. I'm a rebel soldier far from home. Rebel soldier far from home. Rebel soldier far from home.
I'll eat when I'm hungry and I'll drink when I'm dry. Yankee, don't kill me, I'll live till I die. Yankee, don't kill me, I'll weep and mourn.
I'm a rebel soldier far from home. Rebel soldier far from home. Rebel soldier far from home. Hush now, Polly, don't you cry. Rebel soldiers live till they die. Rebel soldiers live till they die. Hush now, Polly, don't you cry. I'll build me a castle on a mountain high, so I can see Polly as she's passing by. I can see Polly and help but mourn. I'm a rebel soldier far from home. Rebel soldier far from home. Rebel soldier far from home. Hush now, Polly, don't you cry. Rebel soldiers live till they die. Rebel soldiers live till they die. Hush now, Polly, don't you cry. Hush now, Polly, don't you cry. Rebel soldiers live till they die.
Rebel soldiers
Live till they die. Hush now, Polly, don't you cry. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have to say
Can
that
come over a little bit and make it a little bit more home.
I
Sorry
was,
for pressurising you there, boys.
Morag said to us, don't look up at the video screen because there's a tiny lag between you singing and the video screen. And throughout the whole of that song, all I wanted to do is just look up the video screen. Like a naughty kid. Do you mind passing me that water that's there? So that little, that one, yeah. Thank you.
So the next one's one that I wrote. And the idea was to try to sum up the whole experience of a whole life and just kind of make it all happen within one day, one journey from the top of one mountainside down into the valley, over the river, up the other side of the mountain.
I think you also said when you wrote this song that you thought this was going to be a popular
I
song.
thought it'd be a hit. Well, it still might be, you know.
I don't think that you're going to see Kanye West covering this, so I don't see how it's going to be a hit. Although we are hoping that it might be possibly used for the title music for Toy Story 5.
You know, that will do. I mean, I'll be okay with that. That's fine.
I don't think Beyonce will be doing it, though.
So anyway, It's called Green Grows the Ivy.
Sunrise on the mountainside, strange dreams faded behind my eyes. Get a line for the downward drag, head for the valley among the paths. Got places to see, I got people to know. Footsteps turning to rhythm, and my path to a road. Feeling strong, feeling good. Downhill's easy running through the wood in a blindfold. See the pleasure in everything. Take that pleasure, make it sing. Got places to see, I got people to know. Footsteps turning to rhythm, and my path to a road. Up, down, and around we go. Rain fall and river flow. Green grows the ivy. Midday and I'm halfway. Found a sweet spot, think I'll stay with you. We could live by the riverside, or take a boat, go far and wide and new. What could I say? Help me find my way. What could I do? I was lost without you. Up, down, and around we go. Rain fall and river flow. Green grows the ivy. And all those moves that I thought were mistakes, they were just the choices a traveler takes. Like following the band when the footpath breaks, and it breaks. Cross the valley to the other side, higher you get, the hubbub dies away. So much happens by accident, the next thing you wonder where time or when. I got the sun to my left, I got the moon to my right. Daylight in the valley, on the hill, nearly night. Up, down, and around we go. Rain fall and river flow. Green grows the ivy. Green grows the ivy. Green grows the ivy.
Thank you. And that will be on our forthcoming album, if we ever get around to finishing that. It's only been 3.5 years so far. So.
I think a pandemic's kind of got in the way, didn't it?
It did rather, yeah. The pandemic got in the way of a lot of things. So, talking of which, I guess the pandemic informs quite a few of our songs, really. We went through it together, obviously. We lived together. And first of all, it looked like it was going to be a complete horror show. But 2 weeks into it, Naomi said to me, "I'm the happiest I've ever been." Do you remember that?
I do, but that's because in context, you know, and there's lots of things about it that were obviously really horrendous. But being a musician, most musicians, I think, unless they're very, very, very successful musicians, tend to kind of hold down lots of jobs. And you kind of, well, for me, I'm talking about myself, so I kind of hold down 2 or 3 part-time jobs. I was a swimming teacher at the time.
Yeah.
I can't remember what other jobs I was doing, but there was definitely 2 or 3 of them. I've got a mortgage that I can't afford, so I've always had like students in my house, and so I always have to cook for the students and clean for the students and do their laundry and breakfast, and then I've kind of got a very demanding cockapoo, as well as my kids. It just seems life is just so unbelievably busy, and so somehow
Then it wasn't.
having that time to just kind of, there's nothing you could do. You simply couldn't go out to work. Although it wasn't great not having furlough and having no money and watching everybody dying around the world. None of that was good. But just kind of being able to, yeah.
And
Chill.
towards the end of it, as it was all kind of coming back to some kind of normality, a friend of ours said, you know, you're allowed to come and visit now. Come and visit us in Somerset. We've got a little barn. Come and stay there. And we said, oh, how much do you want? They said, just write us a song. And so this is the song we wrote. It's called Lapwing Calls.
I will go to where the trees are greening in the springtime when the land's dreaming. Meadows full, the stream receiving. It's where I'll hear the lapwings call. I have wandered far and traveled weary through the rusty grass, through the stony ivy. To the right, among the air reviving, it's where I'll hear again the lapwings call. Green lies the meadow, tansys turning yellow in the hum. Blue the horizon, hazy is the rising in the sun.
Thank you. Kent gets a little mention in the next song, actually. Not in a particularly great way, though, unfortunately. Sorry about that.
Soz about this one in advance.
This song started life as an attempt to write a bunch of songs from the point of view of being at the bottom of the English Channel, looking up the water to the surface. But that was a little bit too ambitious in the end. So it turned into this song called Asylum, which is it's about all the little boats that come over here looking for sanctuary.
One dark night I set to sea, left my boots on the beach in Normandy. Three blood brothers from the camps did flee, running for the borders of the old country. Sea was dark, darker than skin, darker than the coat that the boatman's in. I slipped on an oar and I fell right in, disappeared as if I'd never been. Ooh, looking for asylum. Ooh, asylum. Come the dawn and the shore I reached, fell in tears to a stony beach. Just like the poet's famous speech, I'm half a league onwards into the breach. But I fell to a flag with a knife that preached. Seems the Red Cross ain't what it used to be. Ooh, looking for asylum. Asylum. Red blood, Red Cross, white flag for us. Red blood, Red Cross, white sheet, white cross. Back in shackles and down I'm sent to the Napier barracks in a field in Kent. To an old damn cell from an old damn tent, with COVID in the air, off I went. Ooh, looking for asylum. I can see the brothers in a sea green boat, trying to cross the channel, trying to cross the moat. Three have got to sink so the one can float. I can see the brothers in a sea green boat. Now they're down with the devil and the old red throat, with the choke, the drown, the old red throat. Thank you.
Can I have a sip of your water?
No. Weren't expecting me to say that, were you?
Yes. We have to share. It's a valuable commodity. So we've got time to do this next one before there's an announcement, I believe. This one's quite long. This is a mad song, really. It's kind of like a surreal dream.
This was written in the lockdown, wasn't it?
It was. It started off being about the experience of being locked down, what was going to happen, and then turns into something very different, almost a kind of meditation on reincarnation, the meaning of life, and
All stuff that was able to be contemplated during
exactly,
the...
and the meaning of Thomas Paine, a lifelong obsession of mine. It's called I've Got a Fever. Spring was rising like the sun on the hill. Green army marching to the Greek cathedral. The lambs are leaping and the crows look down. Seems like the time is coming around. I'm sat in the room, walls are thin.
I couldn't go out, I had to go in. I couldn't trust my fingers, couldn't trust my hands. A strangler in the mist prowling through the land. Ooh, fall and rise. Ooh, fall and rise.
Last night I had a fever and there came a dream. Started as a song, ended as a scream. A home invasion in the room downstairs. Cover your eyes, cover your ears, cover your mouth. You better stand still. If the germ don't get you, then the government will. A virus in the air and it's up with a drone. Got to obey our telephones. Ooh, fall and rise. Ooh, fall and rise. Hold on a minute. That's not you. It's not you.
Oh, it's you.
It's me.
I
Sorry.
was thinking, this really doesn't sound right.
No, it
I
doesn't.
was thinking, that's definitely the right chord.
No, it's my fault. I take full responsibility. You kill me later.
I'm just happy it wasn't me. I was thinking,
That was my
that is
fault.
making a god-awful sound.
Sorry. It is live.
Oh, that's good.
So much better. Spring was rising like the sun on the hill. Green army marching to the Greek cathedral. Lambs were leaping and the crows looked down. Seems like the time is coming around. Sat in a room, the walls were thin. Couldn't go out, I had to go in. I couldn't trust my fingers, couldn't trust my hands. A strangler in a mist prowling through the land. Ooh, fall and rise. Ooh, fall and rise. Last night I had a fever and there came a dream. It started as a song, ended as a scream. A home invasion in the room downstairs. Cover your eyes, cover your ears, cover your mouth. You better stand still. If the germ don't get you, then the government will. A virus in the air and it's all with the drones. Got to obey our telephones. Ooh, fall and rise. Ooh, fall and rise. Outside the sirens coming from the docks. There's a boat on the radio, can't find the docks. Lested to drift by Marie Celeste. The winds from the east, the waves from the west. One by one they walked into the chamber. Tied her on shackles just to help the jailers. Let's form a circle and kill the strangers. A fever that you won't believe. I got a fever that you won't believe. I got a fever that you won't believe. Ooh, fall and rise. Ooh, fall and rise. Now I'm standing by a man in a bed. He couldn't move his arms, couldn't move his legs. He said, I think my time's coming to an end. Up ahead he saw the road, it's turned into a bend. He looked at me, said, can you get me out? You better stay, you better safe, I had no doubt. Later on the call he said, you better be quick. They loaded up the morphine in the morphine stick. Got a tag on my wrist, tag on my leg. Got me with a net clamped around my head. Feeding me poison while I'm lying in bed. A fever that you won't believe. I got a fever that you won't believe. I got a fever that you won't believe. Ooh, to be so hard. He said it could be easy if you lay down your cards. Can't do that while running flush. I said I got the aces and I'm in a rush. I said okay then let's play chess. You be the east and I'll be the west. It didn't take long before the checkmate. I said what's next? He said exterminate. Down on my bed, say don't resuscitate. I got a fever you won't believe.
I got a fever that you won't believe. I got a fever that you won't believe. Ooh, fall and rise. Ooh, fall and rise. A fever,
A fever, fever. There was only one way to get out of that room. Up through the chimney and into the gloom. So I piled up a word and poured out cold. Threw a lit match to the big black hole. Then I took off my clothes, stepped into the heart. I melted in the flames like a hot red bud. Soon I became just embers and smoke. The sparks that rose and dust that choked. First I was asleep and then I awoke. Flying from the roof in the mist and the smoke. Out past the clouds and out past the moon.
out past the crescent and Brigadoon, like a splendor of glass. Restored to a pain that is shattered into several million brains. And the sun and the rain, I landed on a cool green temperate plain. I landed on a man, saw his name. He was a customs runner named Thomas Paine. Spring was rising like the sun on the hill. Green army marching to the cathedral. Ooh, fall and rise. Ooh, fall and rise. Ooh, fall and rise. Ooh, fall and rise. I got a fever that you won't believe. I got a fever that you won't believe. I got a fever that you won't believe. I got a fever that you won't believe.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody at home. Can I just talk to you for a minute? I hope you're enjoying this as much as we are. And if you are in a position to, please could you try to donate to the putting on of this event, because we're a small independent venue. We don't have a grant or anything, and so self-financing. We need all the help we can get. So if you could send anything at all. Now these two were actually CD of the moment in The Guardian at some point. And what I thought was, how about if you sent us the equivalent of a copy of The Guardian, round it up a bit, 83 quid, that would be nice. And that would be, if everybody who was watching sent that, it would be really helpful to us if you possibly could. Thank you. Can you tell people at home where they can get your music from?
Well, the best place to get it is probably Bandcamp, but I mean, you can get it, of course, on Amazon and all the other things, iTunes, all that kind of stuff. But we would say Bandcamp is probably the best way, because we get the majority of the dosh when it's done that way. And lots of people don't have CDs anymore, and some people don't even do downloads. But I find that the CDs double up quite well as toilet roll. So, you know, you can buy lots of...
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know about that
it's
one.
good. Yeah, you buy lots of them.
Yeah.
And you sort of buy like about 20 or 30 or 40 CDs, and that's like the same as a roll of toilet paper.
Okay. This must be some... This is a bizarre fetish you haven't told me about yet.
You've got to find a reason to buy a CD. If you don't have a CD player anymore, I mean, what can you do? What can you use them for?
You can use them as bird scarers.
Bird scarers.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't know about that bit.
Yeah,
I think we'll quit while we're ahead
I'm
on
going to
that
leave you
one.
to this.
Yes, please donate anyway and support this wonderful venue. Yeah. So now we're going to do a song about anxiety. Just a little, 11 things, a little. It's quite a happy song. So, anxiety. We were talking today in the car coming up, saying that it's funny how things reverse, really, and that anxiety can be quite comforting in a funny kind of way sometimes.
I don't remember us saying that.
Well, we were talking about,
Well, I thought I was saying in the car that it was really strange. I'm so used to having anxiety. I didn't have any anxiety in the car, and I was like scanning my brain to try and find the anxiety. It's like when it's not there, you're like, where have you gone?
Well,
Come back.
you have to get into character now for this song. So. So this is the embarrassing moment where we kind of ask you to sing along with us a little bit. It's the bit where if I'm in the audience, I usually go to the bar at this point. Good. Well, that's just dandy, because that's what we're going to ask you to do.
So this is a new song, and with the current state of the world, with the climate crisis, with the cost of living crisis, with all the polarisation that's going on with Brexiters and anti-Brexiters and vaxxers and anti-vaxxers and trans ideologists and gender critical, the other side, with everything that's kind of going on, this kind of polarisation of everything, Paul decided to write a song called The Optimist.
Well, I am an optimist. Yes, I am an optimist, generally speaking.
Although you are thinking of writing a
song called The Pessimist.
And then another one called
The Realist, boom. Yeah. Well, this is a song about optimism, I suppose, and we need it these days.
And it's got a fairly sing-alongable chorus. I mean, it's not kind of as easy as Ooh Ah Cantonar or something, but it's fairly easy. And the lyrics are, even in a time like this, I find a reason to resist. Falling into a dark abyss, I try to be an optimist. And we'll just go through the chorus, first of all, just for you to hear it. And then we'll do the song, and should you want to join in, then please do. But even Even in a time like this, I find a reason to resist falling into a dark abyss. I try to be an optimist.
Pretty simple.
Middling. Storms come down, the waters rise. Sun comes up, water's dry. Typhoons, twisters, hurricanes. Fire in the fields, poison in the rain. Fire in the fields and poison in the rain. Even in a time like this, I find a reason to resist falling into a dark abyss. I try to be an optimist. I can't get a dollar and I can't get a pound. Can't get a loan for a little bit of ground. Can't afford a car, can't afford the ball. Cold in the holes in the soles of my shoes. Cold in the holes in the soles of my shoes. Even in a time like this, I find a reason to resist falling into a dark abyss. I try to be an optimist. Even in a time like this, there's a reason to resist falling down that dark abyss. Well, I try to be an optimist.
New baton. Nous traverserons selon son blé. New baton.
This land's full of the pox and the plague. Everywhere you look is the false and the fake. Lord above, what's it gonna take for the walls to fall, treasury to shake, walls to fall, and the treasury to shake? Even in a time like this, I find a reason to resist falling into a dark abyss. Well, I try to be an optimist. Even in a time like this, there's a reason to resist falling down that dark abyss. Well, I try to be an optimist.
New baton. Nous traverserons selon son blé. New baton. The French-speaking bit in that I got from Google Translate, and it said I wanted something that said "We will fight" in France. And Google Translate said "Nous nous battons" was the words, and then we were playing it in Brighton recently, and the lady came up to me and said, "You know what? That doesn't mean we will fight. That means we fight ourselves." And I thought, well, that's perfect. I'm keeping it.
Okay, so the next song we're going to do is a song that I wrote for my mum. So I don't write that many songs. I probably write about 3 or 4 songs a year, whereas Paul probably writes about 20 songs a year. So Paul's very, very prolific. But I do write. And when my mum died, which was about 11 years ago, I went through a very difficult phase of, I guess I was just ill with grief from her dying. She was, I was very close to my mum. She used to come and see us play all the time. And She was big supporters of ours. And when she died, I found it very difficult to pick up the guitar, and I didn't pick up the guitar for about 2 years, and had a really rough couple of years. And then somebody suggested that I go and see one of those people that sticks needles in your arms. I always want to say a heroin addict, but it's a acupuncturist, isn't it? And I hadn't seen an acupuncturist before, and when I went to see him, and after I spoke to him, he said that it wasn't even acupuncture that I needed. He said what I needed to do was to heal. I had to go home and write a song for my mum, and I did, and I went home and wrote this song, and it did help make a difference. And my mum's name was Joy, and this song's called Without Joy. Well, I know there's something wrong, 'cause I can't breathe out. And I know there's something wrong, 'cause I can't breathe in. No fruit without bloom, no blossom on vine, no touch, no caress, no kiss without joy. Something wrong, 'cause I'm holding out. And I know there's something wrong, 'cause I'm holding in. No dark in my gaze will I view the divine. No flourish or prosper, no shine without joy. Still I know there's something wrong, 'cause I can't breathe out. And I know there's something wrong, 'cause I can't breathe in. There's no burn without love, can't live without hope, won't thrive in the fear of not whole without joy. Without joy, without joy.
Well, we've got time for one more
you.
before the raffle. And other announcements, and then we'll come back and do another one. Then there's a break, then we come back. And then there's a smoke bomb at the end, I think. So this one is one of our Appalachian songs that we like to do. Naomi learned it from, you're supposed to do this when you're in the folk world, you've got to say who you learned it from. And you learned this one from, am I right in saying Hetty West, the Kentucky banjo player?
You're right.
It's called the Lewiston.
Although this isn't her version, really, is it? Because we've kind of bastardised it slightly and
We've
given it a
changed.
chorus, and
So it's ours.
so it's ours. Yeah. Got the first lyric.
Come on, you Lewiston factory girl.
That's the one. Start again. It was all that showing off at the beginning. Come on, you want you to understand, I'm going to leave this country, return to my native land. No more will I take my shaker and shawl, hurry to the mill. No more will I work so goddamn hard to earn a dollar bill. All you Lewiston factory girls leaving town today. All you Lewiston factory girls going far away. No more will I take my bowl and soap, go to the sink and wash. No more the overseer will say you're making a terrible splash. No more will I take my comb and go to the glass and comb my hair. No more the overseer will say, what are you doing there? All you Lewiston factory girls leaving town today. All you Lewiston factory girls going far away. No more will I take my bobbins out, no more will I put them in. No more the overseer will say, you're weaving your cloth too thin. No more will I eat cold pudding, no more will I eat hard bread. No more will I eat these hot-baked beans, swear they're killing me dead. I'm going back to Canada, to the north where the rivers meet. I'm gonna invite these factory girls to come to my house and eat. All you Lewiston factory girls leaving town today. All you Lewiston factory girls going far away, going far away, going far away.
Thank you.
Hooray! Don't walk away. It's that very exciting time. Just take one out and read out the name, please.
God, I've got no glasses on. Jackie Vaughan. Hey!
Hey! You've won a CD. Okay, next one.
Was it even Jack? Not Jackie.
Jack. Yeah, just.
Sorry.
We don't mind. We don't.
It's gender neutral. Clive's mate.
Clive's mate.
It's a good name.
Hurrah! Fabulous. Thank you very much. Right, we've got one more song. Wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, okay.
So it's the last song of this set. We're coming back after a break and a beer or something like that.
So this is a song that I always say is my homage to a Valium. And my my reason why I say it's my homage to a Valium is basically what I was saying earlier about why I loved lockdown so much, because in lockdown I kind of had this amazing time where I didn't have any students in my house and kind of had this time to myself. Whereas my normal life is that I do have these students and I do have these various jobs that I'm juggling, and I just find life is very busy and demanding. And I have this kind of recurring fantasy that I'm going to spend 7 days sat on my sofa with a Valium watching The Real Housewives of Orange County or The Real Housewives of New York City or Atlanta, I don't care what. And I just have this fantasy that I can just sit on my sofa and just watch absolute nonsense and just do nothing for 7 days. It very rarely ever happens, and I don't think I've ever had a Valium in my life, but there's always tomorrow.
You should try it.
I will do.
Great fun.
On the first day of nothing, I turned myself off, unplugged my head and wrapped it up in a cloth, put my phone in the bath and filled it with sand, put the wrong gloves on both of my hands. Ooh, 7 days with nothing to do. Ooh, 7 days without you. On the second day, nothing and I left my car in the rain. But no, do you know what? I forgot the lyrics because we haven't done this for so long. What happens on the second day? On the
You're
second
singing
day,
it.
and nothing I took. I can't remember what happens on the second day.
Okay, well, don't worry about that.
I tell you what, why don't we... No, but I still want to do this song, but we'll do it in the second half. When I watch it on YouTube, I find out what the lyrics are. I did this once. We played at the Kitchen Garden Cafe in Birmingham, and I did a really easy song, which was In the Pines by Leadbelly. It's got hardly any lyrics in it at all. Completely forgot the lyrics, and somebody in the audience found them on YouTube and gave them to me on their mobile phone.
To be fair, there's a lot of words to remember, so sometimes, you know. This is one that is a nice one to leave you with in this first half, I think. It's a very fairly obscure Bob Dylan song. Morag did a Joni Mitchell song earlier, and when Joni Mitchell accused Bob Dylan of being a plagiarist in an interview that she did, he was asked for his opinion of her, and he responded with this very cryptic comment, "She's a very bad driver. I went on a journey with her once."
I thought he said she was a very good driver. Stood unwound beneath the skies, clouds unbound by noise, the crying rain like trumpets sang, nice but no applause. Lay down your weary tune, lay down that song you strum, yourself neath the strength of strength. No voice can hope to hum. The ocean wild like an organ played, the seaweed wove its strands, the clashing waves like cymbals clash against the rocks and the sand. Your weary tune, lay down that song you strum, and rest yourself with the strength of strings. No voice can hope to hum. Last of leaves fell from the trees and hung to a new love's breast. The branches bare like a banjo moan to the winds that listen the best. Lay down your weary tune, lay down that song you strum, and rest yourself with the strength of strings. No voice can hope to hum. Lay down your weary tune, lay down that song you strum, and rest yourself with the strength of strings. No voice can hope to hum. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Naomi, Bedford, and Paul Simmonds, everybody. Yeah. We also have to thank Andrew and Roger and John and Chris and in her pinny at the bar, Una and Lizzie. Lizzie's not here, you see. Lizzie's doing it all from Galashiels. So, yeah, thank you, Lizzie. Right, yes, indeed. Now, next week we have Alden and Patterson. They came here during lockdown. And since they came, they've grown a new person, which is quite exciting. So they'll be here with baby. And then the following week, we have Nunhead Folk Circle. And that's great for their good fun. They're just good fun. Yep. And then following that, on June the 1st, we've got Anna Ryder with a very interesting floor singer. We've got Jerry Colvin is coming to do the floor song spot for that, which is going to be quite an evening, which is good because it was supposed to be Paul Sartin. And I didn't replace him for ages and ages and ages because I just couldn't bear to. And then I thought, well, this is going to be special, so we do that. Yeah, so that's good. So, people at home, thank you for watching. People here, we've got more to come. And listening to your song about refugees and about asylum seekers, the cake here this evening, all the money goes to Rescue International, who look after refugees. So... and it's rhubarb and ginger for you at home who wanted to know. Yeah. And we've got a Q&A in the second half, and I'm sure that one question is going to be how you use a CD as a toilet roll. Yeah.
I'm not going to be demonstrating.
Yeah. Good. All right. Okay. Thanks, everybody. This is Rosalind Court. My name is Morag Butler. See you next week, I hope. Thank you very much. Bye.